What do you do if your wife doesn't allow you to take care of your family? That's the question I'm going to answer in this particular video. Probably you're living in the same house and every now and then you have huge fights about you wanting to help your family. Probably your parents, probably your sister, and she has a problem. She asked 101 questions about they have the money, why are you helping them, we need it, and she's being very selfish. If you are in this situation, then continue to watch this video. Hi, Coach Val here. I help men to create the marriage of their dreams. In this video, I'm going to talk about 5 reasons, the real reasons why probably she's not allowing you to take care of your family, and the 4 things you got to do. So let us jump into the mind map and understand the 5 reasons why she's not allowing you to help your family. So the first reason is many a times it's your decision. Let me give you an example. You have withdrawn some money from the bank and you have given it to your sister, and suddenly she's looking for something, and she comes across this message on the phone, your phone, and she asks you, where did this 30,000 go? And you say that I gave it to my sister, and that triggers her, because once we get married, it's not your money and my money, it is our money, and every decision that we take has to be taken together as a team. So when you are taking decisions by yourself, she feels left out. And when she feels left out, because she doesn't know how to communicate that through sharing primary emotions, she blasts at you. And that sort create a negative loop in your marriage. And it's not about your sister, you helping your sister. It's about the feeling she feels when these decisions are taken without asking her. The second thing, and you might tell me, well, I used to ask her earlier, but she used to get upset. Then you got to look at the other 4 reasons. The next reason is she feels like a second-class citizen in your family. She feels like a second-class citizen in your family. What do I mean by second-class citizen? Somewhere deep down, she feels that your mother comes before her, your wife, your sister comes before her, and she feels like she's not important in this relationship. And you might say that, oh yeah, my mother is really important for me because my mother gave birth to me. That's why she's important to me much before than my wife. But the question is this: do you really love your mother? Do you really love your mother because she gave birth to you and for all the reasons why she has taken care of you? Do you really love your mother? If it is a yes, then you better take care of your wife more than your mother. Because if you take care of only think about your mother, obviously your wife is going to feel like a second-class citizen, and she will feel all that anger will come out because of the hurt. And you will be fighting against her, and you will not be able to do much for your mother because your wife is not on your side. But if your wife feels really loved, then what happens is you become a team in helping. So that's the second thing. The third reason is probably you have not deposited enough love rupees. You have not deposited enough love rupees. So what do I mean by enough love rupees? Love rupees are something that we deposit. It's like, imagine that all of us have an emotional bank account, and your wife has an emotional bank account in your heart, and you have an emotional bank account in her heart. And every time you make her feel that she matters, you are there for her, she's good, right, and wonderful human being, you are depositing some love rupees into the account. And probably for the last few weeks, months and years, she has not been feeling like this in the relationship. And whenever you are helping your family, he feels that I don't matter in this relationship, but they matter. and that's why she gets into this mood of not willing to help them, not allowing you to help them. The fourth thing is the experience probably she had with your family. And I'm not saying that your mother tried to hurt your wife by saying, oh, you got only this much gold, oh, my son would have got a better girl. Probably not consciously, but sometimes we do and say things that we don't realize how much they can hurt the other person. Your wife has left her family and has come into your family. So when she comes, obviously she will be very scared, she'll be very apprehensive, and when that happens, many a times our family members don't realize the impact of what they say. So that unconscious hurt happens. She comes to you and she starts telling you, this is what happened, your mother said this. And when she says this, what happens to us? We defend our mother, because we don't know what else to do. That's the only thing that we know, because nobody has taught us relationship science in school, and that makes you versus her, or better still, it is you and your family versus her. Now this is the fourth reason. And the fifth and the final reason is you're stuck at power struggle stage. So what's the power struggle stage? I talk about in depth about power struggle stage in my masterclass. And just go to the link that is given here, coachval.co, and sign up for this masterclass. It's a live masterclass. It's a free masterclass where I go in depth into helping you understand what is power struggle stage. But in short, power struggle stage is where there are fights and arguments and both of you don't feel loved. And probably you are in this state where you're not feeling loved by your wife and she's not feeling loved by you. And majority of the couples live at power struggle stage. So these are the 5 reasons. Now the next thing is, what can you do? What are the 4 things you can do if you really love your parents and if you really want to support them? The first thing you got to do is, in your relationship, she has to come first. She has to come first. Because as I explained earlier, when she comes first in the relationship, she feels important. We have this neurons in us, or the chemicals in us, the neurons in us, they're called mirror neurons. When we feel loved and when we feel important, we like to make the other person feel important. When our thoughts are appreciated, we like to make the other person feel appreciated for their thoughts. So the first thing that has to happen is, if you really love your family, then your wife has to come first. She has to feel important. And when she feels important, she will make you and your family important. The second thing is, you got to learn relationship science. And why learn relationship science is because of 2 reasons. One, your brain hides your mistakes. Your brain hides your action that is creating this reaction. And in order to understand what action of yours is making your wife feel hurt, you got to learn relationship science. The second reason why you need to learn relationship science is because your wife is different from you. Not because she's a woman, but she's entirely different from you because of the personality type. And you got to understand her personality type before you want to love her. Now, this is the next thing. The third thing you got to do is, you have to put her family first. Many a times as men, I want you to introspect. We think that it is our wife's duty to take care of our family. And it is just handed down. And there are times men tell their wife that this is your duty to take care of my mother. And then my wife says, can you come with me to my house because my mom is not well? And I say, I'm busy at work. Or I say, okay, I'll come with you. I'll just drop you and then I'll come back. And at those moments, your wife feels that her family doesn't hold any importance in your eyes. You're not there for her. So this is the third thing to do, where you put her family first. And when you put her family, what are you doing? You're becoming a team. And when you become a team, the same thing works out when you are thinking about your family. And the next thing is, the fourth thing is moving to mature love. No matter what you do, all these things you do with the mindset of a victim, with the mindset of somebody who is trying to fix his marriage, rather than moving to a place of mature love or deep friendship, nothing will work. For that reason, you got to move to mature love. And what is mature love? Mature love is the stage that comes after power struggle. So that's all for this video. If you really like this video, click that like button, subscribe to this video, press that bell icon, and write in the comments what's the one thing that you have learned. Until we connect again in the upcoming video, keep your love story alive. Bye-bye.